Yo, 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 welcome. Hope you guys are keeping safe, keeping well. This is it now. We've done it. We've had our transplant. We've literally got. What I've done is I've done from the evening before all the way up to like present day, so you can see everything. I've done attached photos, instructions, all that kind of stuff, just so the instruction sheet, all that kind of stuff, just so you can see it for yourself. And yeah, thanks for watching, yeah, hopefully you guys can, you learn something, and you find it interesting, and if you've got any questions, more importantly, don't hesitate to ask me. So starting off from the evening before and all the way up through to day 21. So thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're keeping well. We are now on the eve of the transplant, so now it's time to start doing the whole vlogging thing properly. I'm going to try and get as much footage as I can over the next few days. We're doing the before and after, so we're going to literally just try and get as much footage as this, so you can basically see it for yourself how, we're doing things basically. So we are on the eve of the transplant. We've been waiting literally, I think, since 2015. We've been sort of looking at options of hair transplants and obviously medication and all that kind of stuff, and now it's finally here. This has been a long time coming. Not really feeling sort of nervous as such. I'm feeling okay. That might change tomorrow, when we're actually at the table and it's about to happen, but right now things are kind of right. We're about to go for the last wash, so obviously I'm gonna wash it all, make the hair clean, get rid of all the topics that's in there at the moment. As you can see, it's looking like got it in there at the moment, so we need to get all that washed out, and then we'll head to bed. So just to kind of give you sort of a little update here, so about, they want to, what they'll do is they'll say to you, obviously, little steps that you need to take in the lead up to the operation. Just anything that's going to thin the blood, they want you to stop. So things such as drinking alcohol, and they say like a week before, don't drink any alcohol, so that's what we've done. Stop taking multivitamins, especially stuff with like the vitamin K, anything that sort of like thins the blood basically. That's 2 weeks before, so we haven't taken multivitamins from about 2 weeks now. Yeah, anything like, headache tablets or anti-inflammatories, things like that, they say to stop taking it. So yeah, that's about it. So now we are going to go for the wash, and yeah, and then we head to bed. They've said tomorrow we need to have a good meal, so, but we'll update you then. So I'm gonna sign out for tonight, and we'll catch up again in the morning.
Good morning. So yeah, we've we had a sleep, and we woke up about an hour before our alarm, basically. Not because I was like nervous or anything. It was just, I don't know, for some bizarre reason, just woke up. Like, set my alarm for 7, woke up at 6. So a couple of things now. We are to tell you to wear button shirt, because obviously if they need to take it off, the t-shirt, you obviously don't want a t-shirt because obviously going to have to cut it open. So no, luckily just kind of like a button shirt, make it easier. I think it's also does not disturb transplanted hairs. Another thing is obviously no caffeinated drinks such as tea, coffee, stuff like that. So that was normally like a day before they'll tell you to do that. Last thing, eat a wholesome breakfast, which is what I normally eat. I've just got like oatmeal, wee bit shreddies, banana and nuts basically. We're going to be leaving in about 15 or so minutes, and then we'll go, and this is probably one of the last times you'll see hair like that. So we're going to have it all shaven off, which is going to be quite interesting to say the least. Yeah, so we'll see what happens now. So in a bit.
Wow, yeah, I've never seen myself like this before. So ladies and gentlemen, we have officially had our transplant. As you can see, No hair, bandage, and you see it there. It's literally just there. I'll include a proper photo of that so you can see it. As you can see, the hairs at the top of the head, just so far, I mean, that looks great, to be honest, I think. So yeah, I mean, to give you a breakdown of what happened during the day. So I went there at 9 a.m. I met the surgeons. We went in at 10 o'clock and shaved my hair. This is literally the shortest I've ever had my hair in, I think, ever, really. So yeah, basically we did that, and then we went in for the extraction, which is what they'll do is you'll go in to the room, you'll sit on like one of those surgery chairs. You're basically face down, and what they'll do is they will take the follicles from the back of your head. So that's the first thing they'll do. That process lasted, I think, a grand total, I think it must have been about 2-3 hours, something like that. We were running really good on time, actually, because I was expecting to go there at 9, finish at 5, and we ended up finishing at 3:30, which was a result, really. So I got there 9, obviously, yeah, shaved the head, went in. So yeah, they extracted 2,500 grafts in total. I was expecting about 3,000, so was around that ballpark figure. After we did that, the doctor came in, and then he went in and individually sort of put incisions at the top of my head. You'll get the injections first, so that's the first thing. You'll get the injections. These are the injections they'll put in the first. That was probably that was the most painful part, to be honest, getting the actual injections. But once it kind of, just to numb the head, anesthetic, just to numb the head. Once I did that, it was absolutely fine. I had no real problems. So yeah, obviously the head got numbed. Once we had done that, then obviously, yeah, like I said, the doctor came in, and then he did the incisions again. They numbed the head at the top. So once we had done that, then we had a break for lunch. Literally, they supplied a sandwich, falafel, and orange juice, which was quite nice. Then we went in and we did the second part of the operation. So obviously then they take all the follicles and they individually put them in. That took a grand total. I think we started at about 3:30. We finished about 1:30. We finished about 3:30. So in total there was about 2 hours there, and that was literally it. Optional, I went and got injections of RRP, I think they called it, which is where they get plasma, and they mix it with your own blood. Apparently, from what they said, it stimulates those follicles even more. So we decided to do that, and then we came home. So I've been given a list of instructions to follow. It's quite interesting. So first things first, I have this spray bottle. I have to apply it to my head every 20 minutes. This is just salt water, so just kind of keep it moist. I can't do things like using a hairspray or a hairdryer for the first 14 days. I can't go out in direct sunlight for 14 days. I can't drink alcohol or smoke, which is not really a massive issue. I can't do that for 2 months. I do have exceptions here, though. Taking some painkillers and some medication here as well. Again, an instruction list. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically follow this on a sort of step-by-step now, so you can see how it's going. So I'm going to be doing this day by day for the next couple of weeks until obviously it heals up, so you can see it for yourself. So stay tuned. Morning, so this will be like day 1 now, because obviously on the list you've got the day of the transplant, obviously the day of the operation, and then obviously it goes into like what would be classified as day 1. So now, yeah, the sleep. Well, I had to sleep with this, but as you can see, there's a little bit of blood in it. Where obviously it's come back from my bandage, and I was a little bit concerned at first when I saw this because I was like, "Oh no, the transplant is like falling out." But no, it was the bandage is the bleeding from the back of the bandage. So yeah, I mean, I was a little bit like whoa when I saw it, but yeah, it's fine. So sleep itself, oh man, like I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty painful. Like to when I put my head down at first, really at the top of my head and the bandage, it was quite painful. But then took some paracetamol and that sorted it out. So yeah, after a while, it was fine. And now you can see I've included a photo, and also you can see the beading for the back of the bandage as well. So yeah, it's going alright. Like, I mean, it's the first time like a little bit of natural sunlight I can see, like the state of affairs at the top of my head. Um, so yeah, that's what I've got to say for now. But of course, another update. I've taken off the bandage now. It was supposed to be 24 hours after they put it on. I left it a little bit longer than that to take it off. So we took it off. We were supposed to take it off at 5, and we took it off about 11:30. So fair few hours after. Didn't really hurt, kind of getting the bandage off, although it stings a little bit now. I've taken a couple of pictures from like both angles, just so you can kind of see it. What it looks like now. Yeah, it's just it. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt as much. It's just sort of stinging at the moment, but I'm fully expecting this will close off. A little bit of blood. They'll give you a couple of tissues just to kind of pat it away. So a little bit of blood, but aside from that, yeah, I mean, no complaints so far. A couple of painkillers, probably sort that out. We'll get a sleep in about an hour or so. Just gonna wait for this to kind of dry off a little bit, and obviously like close up maybe a little bit as well. We still have to wear the neck brace for the next few days. But yeah, I mean, all good. Catch you guys in the morning. It's now day 2, so now we are, yeah, I mean, literally the bandage is taken back. You can see a bit of the dry blood, but we're gonna wash that tomorrow. We get our first wash tomorrow, day 3. I just wanted to kind of go over the pills they've kind of given. So one is an antibiotic, I think it's doxycycline they give, which is antibiotic. It says it'll help prevent any infection post procedure. Prednisolone, I can't pronounce these. It's just steroid and anti-inflammatories, so obviously reduce any swelling. One's lansoprazole, which is an antacid agent as a stomach protector. So that's so obviously the pills might sort of give you a bit of a reaction there. So it's just to prevent any of that. But yeah, day 2, been fine. Been using the spray bottle. Seal, literally just kind of doing that now. Every sort of half an hour, keeping it moist. We actually had a shower today as well. Just literally washed from here, the face downwards, because I hadn't had a shower in like about 2 days. So yeah, but yeah, cool. Any updates? I'll come out. So day 3 now, and we have literally just finished the first wash. So they give you a saline spray, which you would use on the first day. You have to set an alarm for every 20 minutes, and then every 30 minutes for the first 3 days. So this is what we've been doing, spraying this on our head every single half an hour. I've been setting an alarm for 30 minutes and just doing it. Then tomorrow we do it for once every hour. That's to keep it moist. In terms of the actual wash, so what we did was we got some baby shampoo, which is the baby shampoo I bought was this stuff, this Johnson's baby shampoo. And they said once this saline stuff runs out to use mineral water, so I ended up buying 6 bottles of this stuff, Highland Spring stuff, and then I mixed half of the baby shampoo into this with the mineral water. So as you can see, now we have a spray solution of that. So that's what we'll be using for the next couple of weeks. Just, you know, just normally as you would. So I videoed myself basically doing the spray just so you can see how it's done, and obviously the water as well. With the water, I actually used the mineral water again to sort of pour it gently over my head, just using like an egg cup. I poured it gently over my head. Nothing, and then obviously when you just, at the first day it says, nothing says about like drying or anything, just leave it to dry basically. So that's what we've done. I think from day tomorrow there'll be no washing and it'll be just going back to normal with the spray. This time we'll do it once every hour. So that is everything for today. So I think so far a success. We'll just see how it goes on from here. So yeah. So day 4 now, and that saline spray that we've been spraying on the transplanted area every sort of half an hour, we now are spraying it every hour. So again, I'm just setting an alarm for that. Today's the first day in the photos that I've taken. I've been taking photos every single morning where I've gone like, wow, you know, actually that actually starting to look all right now. You know, the redness of scarring is starting to go down, so I can actually see visually where they put all those follicles now. The donut area, that's also starting to sort of like, the scarring on that started to go down a little bit now. Tomorrow will be where we start washing it again. So you start the wash on day 3. That's just where you gently do a bit of spraying the shampoo, and then obviously the cup of the water. We're now on the instructions, it says that you can dab it on day 3, but when I left the surgery they said not to do that, so I didn't do that. I literally just we're going to be doing that from tomorrow. Actually, we can start trying to get rid of this dry blood, or I can actually just try and get out, because I didn't want to kind of disturb it at all. So we're going to start doing that from tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. Well, another thing as well, probably what you've been noticing, I've been wearing this hoodie throughout. It said you can't wear like hats or anything like that for 14 days, I think, because within the first 10 days the follicles are quite delicate. There's a chance they could get dislodged, and if they get dislodged you'll notice because it will start bleeding. So I haven't done wearing the t-shirts or anything like that. Yeah, so we are going to start washing again tomorrow. So no real updates for today. I think that'll be it. But yeah, all good so far. On to day 5 now. So where are we? We are basically at the stage where we are now. This is the last day that we're taking the medication that they've supplied. So that is the steroids, the antibiotics, and the antacid, the stomach protector. So that's the last day we're doing those. Was experiencing a little bit of pain, a little bit of itching earlier, but what we did for the pain, it says here, that's to be fully expected, as well as the itching, we took some paracetamol for that. the pain. And then for the itching, antihistamines, so things such as like hay fever tablets. We took that and we feel absolutely fine now. Today was the first day from day 5 to 14. Now we're going to be washing this every single day. So the wash here literally consists of me just getting a cup. Again, I just used a cup from day 3, and I just filled it up with a bottle of I used the bottle of that I had on that day 3, where I'd used the half shampoo and half water. I literally just tipped it into here and then poured it over my head. Then it says to gently tap over transplanted areas. So again, that's what we did. Literally just sort of gently dabbed. Again, not using too much of force. It's still quite delicate at this stage, so we didn't use too much of force there. And then it says to basically using the fingertips over the donor area. That's what we did. Still got a bit of dry blood there. It hasn't, I haven't really kind of used too much of force at the moment. I think that may not happen until a little bit later on. We get all that dry blood out, but. Other than that, it's going fine. No real issues. Everything looks great. I'm just noticing it looks better each day, getting cleaner and cleaner. So yeah, all good so far. To day 13, and literally just the really couple of updates here. Today is the last day that we are going to be washing in the fashion that we have. So basically, we so far have been mixing the shampoo into this and then putting mineral water into that Johnson's Baby shampoo we've used. We've literally been pouring it over the transplanted area and then dabbing with the fingers, on the transplanted area, just dabbing it basically. That's all we've been doing. Leaving it on there for about 5-6 minutes, then rinsing it off with the mineral water. So tomorrow we now have to apply a bit more pressure. I just wanted to also talk about, as you can see, my hair is literally just growing back. Now, as you can see, I've got a bald patch here, but we are going to be doing the laser therapy, and as you can see when I did the before and after laser therapy video, you can see the dramatic difference there. So I'm going to be doing laser therapy, and that's going to make all this thinning hair, that's going to cover all this bit up anyway, to be honest. So that's fine. It's just, this is where most of the hair loss was happening anyway, so that's fine. So just also wanted to talk about this PRP, platelet-rich plasma therapy. As you can see, it says using injections of concentrate of a patient's own platelets to accelerate the healing of injured tendons, ligaments, muscles and joints. In this way, the injections use an individual patient's own healing system to improve the musculoskeletal problems. So in terms of using that you can also use it for your hair as well. So it's just that basically they'll put it into your thinning hair, and it does exactly the same thing. It makes all those blood get rushed to those follicles. Important, I think, when it comes to using it for the when you actually do it for hair transplant, because obviously it's going to help with the growth from there. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go. Really, I did 3. I'm going to do 3 injections. We did 1 injection when we left the surgery. We've got another 2 planned, and I think it's going to be in about another 2 or so weeks. We'll do another injection, and then I think about maybe 4 to 6 weeks after that. Need to double check that though. So I'm interested to see how it's all going to be intertwined together with the laser therapy. So all in all, I'm very happy with the way things are going, and we shall see how we do from day 14, because it means I can start wearing t-shirts again, which is really and I want to go outside. I haven't been outside in sunlight, so that'll be nice to get out of the way. And and then we can start going back into exercise and living our life how we have been. So yeah, all positive. Another update coming tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, day 14. It has been a long 2 weeks to say the least. We have done the wash, and as you can see, there is scarring there, obviously, where we've just literally just got all the scabs off, and you can see the baby hair starting to grow there. So now we can start basically doing things like normal again. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out now. We'll probably do another update in about a week, just so I can show you how it's going. But I mean, yeah, all good so far. I'm quite happy with the way that looks, and yeah, we'll see how that grows now, because now we've got to deal with all the shedding and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks, but we'll see what happens now. Yeah, all good. The washer was a success. It's got all of it out, the scabs, so yeah, all good now. Day 18. Bought a few things to kind of help, and so what they'll do is on the instruction sheet it says to post the 14 days when you're not basically having to spray the saline solution. Your skin might start getting a bit flaky. I mean, that's what I noticed. I actually thought it's because I went out in the sun, which don't do that, by the way. I can see there's so many warnings against it. Don't, if you're going to go out in the sun, use a sun hat, which is what we bought now, because I didn't do that. And then I went out on 2 days ago, and I was out there for I think about like half an hour at a time that I went out. I actually thought the next day that I'd done a little bit of damage, but no, it's fine. Like I just realised it was just dry, like the skin just needed to be moisturised, so we started using like coconut oil to help with that. Any bit of itching that can be done, that can be used with aloe vera oil. You can use that too. But yeah, we're now going to make sure we wear this every single time we go out now. Aside from that, everything's fine. We just see what happens now. I might have an update in about a week, but just a little bit of an update there, and yeah, we'll obviously update next time. So day 28, and this is now the final day because it's been basically 1 month now. We are literally going to now this is the last update we're going to do. As you can see, I've been taking pictures throughout of my hair and kind of what the back looks like. You can still see the back there where it's starting to get a bit thicker at the back now, sort of still kind of like patches, but it's only been a month, and it can take anything up to sort of like 3 to 4 months for the back to kind of grow out again, because if you think about it, it's like having a procedure. It's like shock loss essentially. So just to kind of summarize everything, essentially we've got a few things here. So we have now been changing to the hat now, so this is what we wear when we go outside, so obviously we can't be in direct sunlight. I've noticed that whenever there's a little bit of sort of like dryness, I've been using this stuff, which is coconut oil. Now, kind of in my research, I've not really been kind of like rubbing it in. I've just kind of like been spraying it. And then any bits of itching, you can use aloe vera gel to help you with that. In terms of the washing, I've only been washing sort of every couple of days, and we are still using Johnson's baby shampoo for that. And lastly, in terms of like the itching, actually, this stuff I've only used like maybe a couple of times, because I've noticed that using antihistamines such as this has been helping with that kind of stuff. So we can't drink alcohol. Well, I've heard like mixed things about whether you can drink alcohol or not. So I am still not going to be drinking alcohol for the next month now, because obviously we need to take it because it dehydrates the body essentially. We can't go into like a swimming pool, sauna, steam rooms for 2 months. It's fine, we don't use that stuff anyway. No swimming in the sea for 3 weeks. Stuff like strenuous exercise. So actually now I haven't exercised throughout this whole period of time, and actually we are going to leave this until day 31 roughly. So we've done a full month before we start going for runs. So that would be that, and then yeah, in terms of like the diet and stuff like that, we have been eating very healthy. So we've been eating things like stuff with a lot of protein, fish, you know, some of these like vegan chicken and stuff like that. Stuff with a lot of protein. Some of these what do you call it, corn pieces as well. Stuff with vegetables, beans, lots of protein, and also we have been taking these tablets, multivitamins, and also this saw palmetto stuff. I've heard that biotin is really good for helping with the, you know, the hair, the strengthness, and the strength in the nails and the hair. So I've been taking that stuff, but that's just sort of like stuff that I do on a daily basis anyway. We've been eating stuff like a lot of nuts and things like that. And now, to coincide with this, we've got our PRP injections, so we'll do that tomorrow, and also we are now doing the laser therapy. Now this is going to be a continued process, and actually I am planning on buying a product to help me with the laser therapy, because you only get 4 months after, and I thought rather than kind of paying more stuff, I might actually look for a device that actually has the laser, and I could keep using this after the 4 months my own. So that should make all this kind of sort of come alive again. Actually, you can see when I did the before and after photos of the laser therapy how much that it impacted and really made a difference. So I think this is something that we are definitely going to do. So thank you for watching. We are going to be doing an update maybe in about 3 or 4 months, or even like the 6 month mark, just kind of give, you can see then a dramatic difference. So hopefully, you know, you've learned something. Thank you for sticking through it, and yeah, hopefully, you know, you kind of get an idea, kind of just the process that you go through when you go and get a transplant. I think it's been yeah, it's been alright now, so I'm basically back to normal life. Just got to be obviously careful when going out in the sun. I've been kind of very careful about things, I think, you know, so we shall see. In accordance with this, you're going to have 1 month of shedding. Now in terms of the shedding, I have noticed that sort of some of it has been basically kind of coming off in like little bits, but that is to be expected, because obviously you think about it as trauma, moving hair from one side to the other essentially, you know, so obviously you're going to have some sort of shedding, but the idea is then the hair should come back and it's stronger at that point. So I've got 1 to 2 months of shedding basically, and then 3 to 4 months will be the initial growth, 6 months to get your half results apparently, and then a year onwards you get your full results. So yeah, with that in mind, I don't plan on cutting this at all, by the way. I'm going to literally just let it grow, and I'm going to have it exactly the way that I had it before. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see how this is going to look in the next sort of 6 months, really. Well, 5 months now, you know. I'm excited to see how it's going to look. Like I say, thank you for sticking with me, and subscribe, and like I say, we'll have an update in a few months. So yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and weekend, and whenever you're happening to watch this. Take care.